Whenever people think about Family Matters, the first face that often comes to mind is Laura Winslow, the smart, slightly strict, but deeply caring daughter who always looked out for her family. But have you ever wondered what really happened to Laura Winslow after the cameras stopped rolling? Today, we're going to dive into a story that feels both real and mysterious. The kind of story that seems to have been hidden from most fans. We'll take you on a journey to see how the life of a beloved sitcom star changed behind the scenes and the unexpected paths she chose after fame. Laura Winslow was more than just a character on a popular 90-second sitcom. She was the heart of the Winslow family. Fans loved her for her wit, her relatable struggles, and the way she balanced teenage life with family responsibilities. Played by an incredibly talented actress, Laura became a role model for young viewers, showing strength, intelligence, and humor in equal measure. During the show's run, her on-screen chemistry with Steve Urkel became iconic, creating moments that are still remembered and quoted by fans today. But as the show ended, so did the constant attention, and the transition from being a household name to navigating life outside of television was anything but simple. Behind the smiles and laughs, there were challenges, choices, and changes that would shape her journey in ways no one expected. After the show ended, life for Laura Winslow was far from the spotlight fans were used to. While everyone imagined her continuing a glamorous Hollywood career, the reality allegedly was very different. Away from the cameras and the constant attention, she faced the challenge of redefining herself beyond the character everyone knew. Rumors and fan speculation started to grow, but very little was confirmed. Some said she disappeared from the public eye completely, while others claimed she was pursuing passions that had nothing to do with acting. What's certain, however, that her life took a turn that most people never saw coming. This is where the story becomes mysterious, and where we start to piece together the journey of what really happened to Laura Winslow after Family Matters. After Family Matters wrapped up, many fans expected Laura Winslow to continue her rise in Hollywood, landing bigger roles and staying in the limelight. But allegedly, things didn't turn out that way. The actress behind Laura, once constantly surrounded by cameras, scripts, and cheering fans, suddenly found herself in a world that was quieter, slower, and much less predictable. Reports, or rumors, as most people called them, suggested that she struggled with being typecast. Casting directors couldn't see her beyond Laura Winslow, and the roles she wanted seemed to vanish before she even had a chance to audition. During this period, she was said to have taken a step back from the public eye entirely. No red carpets, no interviews, no social media posts, just silence. Friends and close acquaintances allegedly described her as someone searching for herself outside the world of acting. Some claimed she moved to a smaller city, seeking peace and a sense of normalcy that had been impossible during her years on set. Others whispered that she was quietly exploring new interests, hobbies, and creative outlets that allowed her to grow personally and mentally. Despite this, curiosity about her life only grew among fans. Every rare sighting or rumor sparked online conversations and speculation. Some claimed she was working on independent projects, while others suggested she had left acting entirely to focus on personal happiness. Whatever the truth was, or still is, one thing became clear. The story of Laura Winslow after Family Matters is not about fame or glittering red carpets. It's about a young woman trying to discover who she was beyond the character everyone loved. And it's this mysterious chapter that makes her journey so intriguing to fans even today. After Family Matters ended, Laura Winslow's life didn't follow the smooth path many fans expected. Allegedly, she faced the harsh reality of Hollywood typecasting. Casting directors often saw her only as the familiar, witty, and sometimes sassy daughter from the sitcom, making it hard for her to land more mature or dramatic roles. She reportedly auditioned for several projects but faced repeated rejection, which began to take an emotional toll. Friends claimed that during this time, she felt frustrated and disheartened, realizing that transitioning from a child star to an adult actress was far more difficult than anyone had imagined. Despite the setbacks, she refused to give up entirely and continued to seek opportunities that would allow her to redefine herself as an artist. Away from the cameras, Laura allegedly focused on finding herself outside of Hollywood. Rumors suggest that she moved to a quieter city, seeking a life that was private and normal. She explored new passions, such as painting, writing, or even teaching yoga creative outlets that allowed her to feel fulfilled without the pressure of public attention. Close friends supposedly described her as someone who had grown more introspective, learning to cope with anxiety and the expectations that came with early fame. These years of self-discovery were challenging but essential, shaping her into someone who valued personal happiness over fame. Though she remained largely out of the spotlight, this period marked a transformative chapter in her life, one that most fans would never see. After a few years of living privately, Laura allegedly tried to return to the world she had once left behind. She took on small guest appearances, independent film projects, and even dabbled in social media to reconnect with fans. While these attempts didn't lead to a full Hollywood comeback, they offered her a chance to test the waters and see if acting still felt right for her. Some fans reportedly spotted her at conventions or film screenings, sparking hope that she might reappear in a major project. Yet, after these attempts, she realized that the industry had changed, and the life of constant scrutiny no longer suited her. Today, according to rumors and alleged sightings, Laura Winslow lives a quiet, peaceful life away from the glare of cameras and fans. Some claim she has embraced hobbies, community work, or creative projects that she keeps private. Occasionally, she is spotted enjoying simple, everyday moments, but she remains largely out of the public eye. Fans continue to speculate about her current activities, and the mystery of her life after fame has become part of her story. While no one can confirm the exact details, this fictional journey paints a picture of a beloved TV star who found balance, peace, and self-discovery after leaving the world of Hollywood behind. Even though Laura Winslow allegedly stepped away from the spotlight, her fans never stopped thinking about her. Over the years, countless rumors and fan theories have circulated online. Some fans claim to have seen her quietly attending art galleries or coffee shops, while others speculate that she might be working on secret projects away from Hollywood. Many fondly remember her iconic moments on Family Matters and continue to hope for a reboot or reunion. This mix of nostalgia, curiosity, and speculation has created a kind of legend around her life after fame. The truth may never be fully known, but it's this blend of mystery and admiration that keeps her story alive in the hearts of fans, making Laura Winslow more than just a character. She remains a symbol of childhood memories and the challenges of growing up in the public eye. Even though Laura Winslow allegedly stepped away from the spotlight years ago, her fans never stopped following her story. Over time, countless rumors, sightings, and fan theories emerged online, creating a mysterious aura around her life. After Family Matters, some fans claim they spotted her walking through quiet neighborhoods or attending local art galleries, blending seamlessly into everyday life. Others speculate she may be secretly involved in creative projects, like writing a book, painting, or producing content for small, independent platforms. The fascination with her life isn't just about curiosity, it's rooted in nostalgia. For many, Laura Winslow represents a part of their childhood, a comforting presence from the 90 seconds that they grew up with. Every fan theory sparked conversation online, from she's living in a small town teaching art to she's working behind the scenes in Hollywood on scripts nobody knows about. Social media communities dedicated to her sightings or what happened next stories flourished, blending reality with speculation and keeping her legacy alive. Some fans even shared heartwarming stories of allegedly seeing her in everyday situations, like helping at community events or enjoying coffee with friends, always quietly and respectfully. These stories, true or not, reinforce the image of a beloved star who chose privacy, peace, and personal happiness over the pressures of fame. This ongoing mystery, the combination of real nostalgia and fictional storytelling, makes her life after fame feel almost legendary. It's a story that invites imagination, respect, and a little bit of wonder, reminding fans that some stars are unforgettable, not just for what they did on screen, but for the enigmatic paths they may have taken off-screen. While no one can say for certain what Laura Winslow's life looks like today, the story we've explored offers a compelling fictional glimpse into the journey she might have taken after Family Matters. From the pressures and disappointments of early Hollywood to the personal struggles of finding identity outside of fame, her story reminds us that even beloved stars face challenges just like anyone else. The alleged journey of stepping away, discovering herself, and eventually finding peace paints a picture of someone who prioritized personal growth over public recognition, a choice that requires courage and self-awareness. For fans, this story keeps the magic of Laura Winslow alive. She is not just the witty, caring daughter from a 90-second sitcom, she has become a symbol of resilience, self-discovery, and the mystery of life after fame. Whether she is quietly pursuing creative passions, enjoying a simple life, or just living on her own terms, imagining her journey inspires both nostalgia and reflection. Perhaps the real charm of her story lies in the possibilities, the what-ifs, and the idea that even when someone disappears from the spotlight, their impact and the curiosity about their life can last forever. So, the next time you think of Laura Winslow, remember, beyond the laughter, the catchphrases, and the TV moments, there may be a life full of quiet triumphs, personal growth, choices made for happiness rather than fame. And that, in its own way, is just as powerful as any on-screen story. While no one can know the full truth of Laura Winslow's life today, the journey we've imagined gives a glimpse into the challenges, choices, and transformations she might have experienced after Family Matters. From facing the pressures of typecasting and repeated rejection, to stepping away from Hollywood and finding herself, her story allegedly illustrates the struggle of growing up in the public eye and the courage it takes to live life on your own terms. Fans may never see her on screen again, but perhaps the real story is not about fame or recognition, it's about self-discovery, resilience, and learning to find peace beyond the applause and flashing cameras. For many, Laura Winslow remains more than a character. She is a symbol of nostalgia, inspiration, and mystery. Her alleged choice to live a quieter, private life shows that success isn't always measured by visibility or popularity. Instead, it can be measured by the ability to create a life that feels meaningful, authentic, and joyful. Imagine her painting quietly in a sunlit studio, mentoring young artists, or simply enjoying the little moments that go unnoticed by the world. These possibilities make her story relatable, even for those of us who never walked in her shoes. Perhaps the most intriguing part of her journey is the mystery itself, the unknown. Fans continue to wonder, to imagine, and to create stories about what she might be doing now. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Some legends live on not because of their constant presence, but because their absence leaves room for imagination. Laura Winslow's life after fame, real or fictional, reminds us that stepping away from the spotlight doesn't mean fading away. It can mean choosing a life of freedom, growth, and personal happiness. So the next time you think about Laura Winslow, remember, behind the person's laughter, the sitcom moments, and the nostalgia, there could be a life of quiet triumphs, personal reinvention, and happiness found on her own terms. And in that imagined journey lies a story just as powerful, moving, and inspiring as any we saw on the screen. Her story, like all great stories, is one that invites reflection, admiration, and a little bit of wonder.